Hey guys, I am Game Advisor and welcome back to another Icarus update video. Today we're going to be going over the Icarus Week 44 update, which includes some improvements to some of the older missions. With that being said, let's jump right into it. Now the missions that are going to be getting a change with this update will include Strange Harvest, Headstone, Kill List, Agriculture, Voyager, and Forsaken. At the end of the day, these are all pretty minor updates, so I'm going to go through these pretty quick and spend some more time talking about their future content, as this really won't affect you unless you're pretty new to the game at this point in time. To give you an idea of what these updates are actually containing within them, since they are pretty minor updates, there's one example I can give you here, which is the fact that survey equipment is now contained within the dropship on the Headstone mission instead of being found in a care package later on. This is just something they're doing to streamline missions, to make things simpler and easier. Maybe not even necessarily easier, but just more convenient for the player, removing the boredom of just running to a location for no apparent reason, things like that. All of it is really just quality of life stuff or some light balance changes in some cases, like with the wolf packs, but at the end of the day, these are just some very basic changes to some older missions to bring them more up to date with some of the Olympus ones and bring them into their modern era of how they really make them. There's not a lot to talk about with these, as again, these are all pretty small changes, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on over to the actual part of the update where they talk about the future updates they're going to be doing. Now, I could sit here and read through all of this for you guys, but let me just summarize it for you. Basically, they're going to be putting in an open world mode. If you don't know that already, you probably haven't been watching all the videos we put out, but this open world mode is supposed to be something that is not quite like an outpost. Now, let me clarify by reading what they say here, and you guys can kind of interpret this how you want. It says that open world mode will be a more traditional survival sandbox experience, giving you access to the entire Olympus or Styx map with no time limit and with all your progress persisting. Unlike the Outpost mode, your character would earn experience and level up in this. Again, we do level up in Outpost, it's just at a significantly reduced rate, so I think they mean they're going to take that away. You can drop into your own selected locations and return as often as you please, as well as engage with respawning world bosses while establishing your presence on the surface. So in other words, it sounds like, hey, there are world bosses that are going to respawn, you can drop anywhere you want, just kind of a little different from Outpost. You don't have to start in one specific spot. You don't just start from where you logged out. You can leave and then drop in wherever you want. They also say that you will still be able to play missions as a way to earn exotics and permanent workshop items by jumping back to the main menu and launching them from there. So to be transparent with you guys, this is just where I'm a little bit confused with exactly what they're trying to do. They're making it sound like you'll be able to leave, go back to the main menu, select a mission, drop back into that world you chose, go wherever you want and do the mission that way. So you'll still have everything you had from the previous time you were on the map. If that's the case, I don't really see how they're keeping their whole session-based game modes going, or who wouldn't use this, because this sounds like just a so much better way to go about it. But again, I don't know if that's what they're saying here. To me, it sounds more along the lines of the fact that they're saying, hey, you can go back to your main menu from the open world mode and do regular missions like we have before. If that's the case, no one's going to play open world mode. I hate to break it to you, it's just going to be the new Outpost, except now you can get more XP on it. And world bosses will respawn, which is just not that big of a deal to most players, I feel like. Again, I'm not trying to speak for the whole community, these are just my opinions, but I will say if they do make this open world mode in such a way that you can leave, pick up a mission, and then drop back into that same world where you've already built a house, players are going to love this. Players are going to flock back to the game that have already quit for this specific feature. This would be huge for Icarus. I personally would love to see this. However, I think that a lot of the current player base that are already playing the game are not really going to enjoy this as much, because it's going to take away from that drop in, build up, go do a mission, leave, rinse, repeat, recycle element that the game currently has. At the end of the day, this is all just speculation on what I would like and what I think the community would like and what I think they're actually going to do. I really do hope that they give us the open world mode that many players have been wanting, where you can go ahead and pick up a mission and will drop right back into the map you were already on, as I think many players will enjoy that. But again, I don't know that they're going to do that because it takes away from their vision from the game, at least how I understand it. With all that being said, there's not a lot else in the changelog, so I just want to give a big shout out to our Platinum and Above members, which include Caustic FPV and Jim Phillips. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. I'm Game Advisor, and if you guys did enjoy this video, consider liking and subscribing as we put out new Icarus and other survival game content every single week. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.